Good morning, God's Remnant family. My name is Erica, and y'all, I just wanted to come on here real quick to share my testimony with you guys. Okay, your Father is faithful, and He is a good God, and as many of you know, I have been telling you guys that something big has happened or was going to happen, and uh, God did it. Yeah, God did it for me, all. So I had a dream about a couple of months ago about I think I shared this dream with you guys was that and I thought it was going to be somebody else, but it actually ended up happening to me. So in this dream, I was trying to purchase a house or rent a house, whatever the case was. And then one of my exes came in the dream and was trying to sabotage my name to the landlord, or I mean, to the owner of the place. And the owner of the place ended up, because the process, we all know the process of the getting a house or whatever is you got to put in an application, you got to pay for the application, they got to run a background check and all that stuff like that. So um, and so when the my ex tried to come and sabotage it, right? It was because he wanted the house, okay? And usually, guys, whenever, I just want to say this as a side note, usually when I see this X in a dream, it is demonic. It is tied into demonic stuff. Okay. So I'm knowing that, like, the devil is going to try to stop this in whatever way that he can. Okay. But once again, I did not know that this dream was going to come true for me. I thought it was for one of you guys. So I think I shared it with you guys. But, anyways, back to the story. The ex was trying to get the house as well. And the landlord ended up running his name, going ahead and running his name and doing a thorough background check on him. And he denied him of this place. Okay. But and one other thing about this dream is that there was a neighbor across the street whom I did not know that was speaking good on my name, okay, saying that I just looked like I was a good, person to upkeep the house and to rent the house from this person or buy it. I don't know which one I was doing, right? So, I, so he ran the name of my ex, okay, and ran his background and all that stuff thoroughly, and he ended up denying him to get the place, okay, because he found some stuff in his background. But when it came to me, okay, the landlord came to me and said, "I'm just going to give you this house. I'm not going to run your background. I'm not going to check you out. I just have a great feeling about you," okay. And I was blown away in the dream, and and my ex was furious. Okay, he was so upset that I got the place or whatever, and he still was trying to sabotage, my name. Even after the landlord said that he doesn't care what he thinks, he's still going to give me the place. Okay, to his face, right? So I woke up from the dream. Okay, so y'all. In waking life, I have been trying to find me a place to move. Okay, I have been at this little raggedy apartment, okay, for 7 years, and um, my landlord is just not, I don't know, for some reason, she just have not been trying to fix anything lately or anything. It's like the past 3 years have gone downhill. And so, I'm just like, yeah, I need to move now. And so I got a feeling, to look for some places or whatever. And as I started to look for some places, I found a place and, of course, I put in my application or whatever. And y'all, when I went to go see this place, okay, I really wanted it, and but I prayed to God and I gave it to God. I was like, God, you have the last say so. Okay, you gave me the place that you want me to have. Okay, this is how I do our Father all the time. Like, I try to put my trust in Him. Okay, so listen closely, because this is what you guys would need to do to Him as well. Okay, so I put my faith fully in God, right? And I actually wanted a different place, but I ended up not getting it because they were playing games. It's like nowadays there's so much scams going on or whatever. They were playing games. I was like, no. And so I was looking at this other place, And when I went to go meet the landlord, okay, he had told me specifically because after we saw the place and we were talking about the rent, how much it would be, he, I was like, sorry, y'all, I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to say. Anyways, he, oh my goodness, y'all, I almost lost track. Yeah, so we're talking about how much the rent and everything is. And I was like, listen, because he had told me before on the phone, I had asked it for some reason. I asked him because he had 5 applications. You could see how many applications these landlords have. So he had 5 already and nobody moved in. So, I was just, it just came out of me, y'all. I was just like, you had 5 other applications. Were they not, did they just get denied because of their background? And he said, no. I didn't want them renting my place. And so now I'm on edge and I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm going to get it either, because my credit is good. My rental history is obviously amazing, but it's just, I just was like, whatever. I just kind of doubted it a little bit, but I was like, whatever. And then he proceeded to tell me that the only reason why I was standing there with him is because he liked me. He's like, I liked you. And so I wanted you to, and this is not no crazy weird stuff. This is an old man and he's, married and all that stuff. Like, it's not no crazy weird stuff, y'all. Trust me. But anyways, he's like, I read your profile and everything, and I actually liked you. And he said, I don't show nobody these places unless I like them. Okay. So that kind of blew me away, a little bit. But once again, I'm still in my own head, thinking like, well, okay, cool. So he says that he's gonna, run a little background or whatever and get back to me the next day. Okay. So he ends up running the background. Okay. And well, I'm supposed to put in this application or whatever. And I'm thinking that he's running the background, right? He ends up emailing me that next day, y'all, and telling me that I got approved for the place. And let me tell y'all about y'all's father, okay? In the dream, the landlord did not look up my background. In waking life, this landlord did not call my job, did not do a thorough background check, did not, call anybody, didn't call my landlord or nothing because, a lot of these places, they're really strict with that. They want to call the landlord and all this old stupid stuff, in which, okay, cool. You just want to make sure because even though you may not be getting evicted, you may have been late on a couple of payments or something like that. So they'd be wanting to call the landlord. But y'all, this man did not do none of that. I was jumping up and down so loudly, like, and I was blown away because, first of all, like I said, I didn't think that the dream that I had was going to be about me. But then all of a sudden, me and my landlord got into it really badly, okay, because so there was something that she didn't want to fix and hadn't fixed for 3 years, and all of a sudden want to come and fix it and saying that her, bill is high for it or whatever, and I'm just like, girl, you ain't been fixing nothing, So she wanted to try to bring some stinky, weird looking maintenance man in my apartment. I told her no. She tried to, call the police on me. Anyway, so we had gotten, into it. I'm not going to get in great detail, but we had gotten into it, and I just made up in my mind, I'm moving. And God, gave me the energy that I needed to look for a place. Because y'all, I work overnight. I be wanting to sleep during the day. Y'all, I have not had no good sleep in 2 weeks because I have been out searching for a place. I mean, place after place. There was one, let me tell you something, okay? There was one that approved me. My very first application that I put in for a place, they approved me that day. But, okay, um, for some reason, I just thought it was weird because it was like attached to, they say it's a house, but it's attached to like an, apartment down below. I mean, a business down below. Okay. And I was thinking I was going to get the whole thing because I'm like, oh, this is perfect because, I'm trying to get a business going. And so, but they're like, no, the guy is like, no, it's not, you don't get that part. And the owner, he sits down there sometimes. And I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is weird, creepy. I'm not doing that. But when I had spoke to my kingdom spouse about it, he told me to pray to God, okay, and ask God what he thinks about the place. And it was so weird, y'all, because I had been so busy, okay, like I had been so busy looking for places, I didn't even stop to think. I mean, I did pray, before I started looking for places, like, God, get me into somewhere, but I wasn't specific. So I ended up, just saying a little small short prayer after my kingdom spouse told me that. It was like probably, I don't know, right before I went to sleep or something like that. He told me that. I just had a little prayer. That same night, I ended up having a dream about that place, that people, weird, different, crazy people were coming and knocking at my door. Okay, so God was showing me that no, that was not the place that he wanted me at. Okay, because it was already creepy that the landlord was downstairs. But anyways, I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys not to give up on God. I know that I don't have the big shebang, which is the marriage yet, but just something small because of my obedience to the Father. Okay, your Father loves you, and because you are obedient to Him, He is going to give you exactly what Scriptures tell you that He's going to give you. He's going to give you land flowing with milk and honey. He's going to give you territory. Okay, He's going to make you run over. He's going to make you take over territory from giants, okay, from that's great principalities, right? He is going to make sure that you prosper in whatever it is that you do. That's scripture. I'm thinking of John. I think it's John 8. Oh, don't quote me on that, y'all, but in somewhere in John, okay, Saint John, okay, God says that if you abide in Him, then He will prosper you. Okay, so I thank you guys for your prayers. I know that was not able to tell you exactly what I was going through, but now I'm able to tell you. Okay, so your Father is good, and He gave your sister a place to stay. Okay, that is so nice, y'all. That, like, everything is brand new in there. I even have washer and dryer hookups, which I did not have in this apartment. I always had to go to the laundromat. So I am so thankful. God is so good. And so I ask that you guys just continue to pray for my strength in the Lord as I continue to pray for your guys' strength, but also that I thank every seed sower that has sown into this ministry, okay? And every person that has prayed into this ministry, okay? Or every person that has clicked like or share or, commented on these videos, okay? You are sent by God, okay? So God sends me to give you messages strictly from Him, okay? And to give you encouragement, because y'all, the stuff that we are going through is, one more thing. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Before I got approved for this apartment, that night before, I had heavy spiritual warfare attack, okay, at my job. This lady, another lady, a different lady, y'all, tried to come for my job, okay, and she is no longer with us. It happened so quick like that, but it was, I was stressed out. I was like, about to give up, and, like, shout out to my kingdom spouse, because y'all, he has been, like I said, they are changing, guys. Please do not give up on them, because they are changing. The stuff that he is telling me to pray for and do, like, giving me all this encouragement to keep going. That is nothing but God. So I know that after this, the marriage is next. Okay. So I can't wait for God to give me a dream about that. Okay. So, anyways, guys, I just pray that you guys are blessed. That every person that is separated from their spouse, that God would bring you together quickly in Jesus' mighty name, and that He would prosper you. That He would give you guys land and territory. Okay, that He would provide for you in the way that He wants to provide for you. Okay, so like I said, I don't feel like that I deserve even to be alive, but God says that He loves me and He loves you too. Okay, so continue to pray for my strength in the Lord, and I will continue to pray for your guys' strength. Be blessed.